away from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Able to push his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Back to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Drake London, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 81 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. They go back to the ground with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Here's Booker on the catch. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Davis Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play. 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. He's got his 1st catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Finding Hardman here over the middle. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. This is caught. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try to run this one in.
This defense is really floating around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson. Gets past him at the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. L.A. set to take over again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Jackson now. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
That's good for Rams. 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
Rams 1st down.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens 27.
They'll set up to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone.
Rush comes and they block it. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 24-21. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to find Mims. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He's back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 4 corners not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime.
He's got Pickens complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now Jackson completes this one to Pickens.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Hey, let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught by Williams.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.